Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make pure coconut flour professionally right at home. And the best part is that during the process, we're also going to extract natural extra virgin coconut oil. So with just coconut, we'll be getting two amazing products. If that sounds interesting, let's get started. To begin, we need some coconuts. As you can see on my screen, these are the coconuts I was able to get. Honestly, they are very small in size. In fact, this is my first time seeing coconut this small. And I was even wondering if they would contain much oil at all. But since our main target today is coconut flour and not the oil, we don't really have to worry about that. The first step is to break the coconut open. When doing this, try not to crack them into many pieces. The reason is simple. We'll be grating them later, and larger pieces are much easier to hold and handle. So I carefully crack each coconut into two halves. Next, I'm going to separate the coconut flesh from the shell. Do this carefully so the flesh does not break into small pieces. And here they are, our fresh coconut flesh removed from the shell. Now we need to remove the thin brown outer skin from the coconut flesh. This step is very important because we want our coconut flour to be pure white and clean. To do this, I'm using the smoothest part of my kitchen grater to gently scrape off the thin brown skin. I make sure not to apply too much pressure so that only the thin skin is removed without touching the white flesh underneath. I will continue doing this one after the other until all the coconut pieces are clean. If you prefer, you can also use kitchen knife or a potato peeler. Just use whichever method is more convenient for you. As you can see here, this is the thin brown coconut skin that has been scraped off. And here we have our clean, bright white coconut flesh. The next step is washing. I add some clean water and carefully wash each piece of coconut flesh to remove any dirt or impurities. We want to make sure that nothing unwanted goes into our coconut flour. I take my time to wash them one after the other, placing them into a clean bowl until all the pieces are properly cleaned. Now it is time to grate the coconut. I'm using the same kitchen grater again, still working with the smoothest side, and I grate the coconut finely one after the other. And this is exactly why I mentioned earlier that you should not crack the coconut into many small pieces. As you can see, the larger pieces are much easier to hold while grating, and it also helps protect your fingers from the grater. I am grating the coconut directly into my oval tray. Once I finish grating everything, I divide the grated coconut between two trays so that it can dry faster. After spreading it evenly across the trays, I take them outside to sun dry for about 2 hours. After 2 hours of sun drying, this is what they look like. The natural water inside the coconut has evaporated, and even if you press the grated coconut with your fingers, you will actually see oil starting to come out. Now I combine everything back into one tray. Next, I fill a pocket of cheesecloth with a portion of the dried grated coconut, depending on how much the cloth can hold. Then I tie the mouth tightly to secure it. Once it is properly tied, I place it inside my manual juicer and pull down the lever. Can you see that? The oil is dripping into the container below. That beautiful liquid is pure extra virgin coconut oil. When the oil stops dripping, I lift the lever, reposition the cheesecloth, and press it again to extract as much oil as possible. Once it is completely dry, I remove it and repeat the same process with the rest of the grated coconut. Now this is the final round, and as you can see, our container is already full of pure extra virgin coconut oil. Just look at that beautiful golden oil. I pour everything into my collecting container and set the oil aside. Now, let's focus on the main recipe of the day, coconut flour. I bring back the pressed coconut chaff, which looks like a compact cake. I break it apart and spread it evenly across my tray again. Once properly spread, I take it back outside and sun dry it for another 2 hours so it becomes completely dry. After drying, this is what it looks like, very dry and ready for grinding. Now, I transfer it into my blender and blend it until it becomes smooth and powdery. Once blended, I pour it into my container, and just like that, our pure coconut flour is ready, along with our organic extra virgin coconut oil. To store the coconut flour, I transfer it into a nylon bag and seal it properly to keep moisture out. And there you have it, pure, natural, sweet coconut flour made at home with no additives, no preservatives. If you enjoyed this process and learned something new today, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more amazing homemade recipe and DIY tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. God bless.